me, and he/she pointed at me and said, "Hey, I can tell by how you walk. You have a big dick."
What the fuck?
How you doing? You good? You taking care of yourself? Drinking water? You know what I'm saying? Staying hydrated? You having fun? How's your week going? Alright, man, look. We're back here for another one. This time's a continuation of the Adam 22 stuff, man. I think there's like, I've done most of it, bro. Right? With the last video. But it was a nice little twist to it, bro. We had Adin Ross, Adam, and Andrew Tate sitting down for a talk. I know this is gonna be some sort of interesting, bro. And I want to see what was said, man. I want to see what was said, bro, because I know Andrew Tate's gonna. We know why we want to watch this, right? I mean, it's like clash of like obvious difference in morals. So, hey, bro, let's watch this, and you know it's gonna be good. Andrew Tate's in it, bro. At least it's gonna be interesting.
Hello?
Hey, Lena.
Hi, guys.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you all. Hello.
Why does Andrew Tate have a mannequin next to him?
Oh.
Lena, Adam, we can't hear you. Lena, this is my friend, I don't know if you've heard of him before. His name is Andrew Tate.
Never heard of him.
She knows.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
That's good. Yeah, good.
Lena, I can see you have a black microphone in your face. It's very nice.
Does it remind you of anything?
Andrew?
We have to be very careful with this conversation, and I'm going to explain why. Let's start by setting some ground rules, because it's very nice to meet these two people, and I've never met them in real life, and I believe in being respectful to everybody. That's who I am as a person. I believe in treating everybody with respect, and even if we're going to have an interesting conversation, we're going to have disagreements in this debate, perhaps, that might evolve. I'm not going to sit here and insult anybody. That's not who I am. So I know... What you're trying to make me do, Aiden. You're trying to make me say something which could be deemed offensive, and that's not what I'm going to do.
I'm not.
Bro, Aiden knows what he's doing, but at the same time, that's why he's Adin Ross, bro.
We're all individuals, and we can all make our own choices.
We have a lot more in common than we have separating us, because believe it or not, the Matrix has been out to get me too. So,
Has it? Tell me how.
bro, they've been trying to cancel me for years. All kinds of made-up sexual.
No, I don't think that was made up. What are you talking about, bro? He's trying to buddy up, like. Well, I don't think Adam ever does buddy up. I think he was making a joke and it just went wrong. But yeah, no, I mean, you are the Matrix, my guy. you're that's you. You ever seen that Spider-Man meme where they just pointing at each other like nigga, bro? That's you.
Assault bullshit and everything under the sun. The same exact playbook that they've been using to try to take you out of the game.
Well, the reason I think it's different is because they're both. I'm not gonna state my opinion on both of them. I think they're both very complex individuals. I think they're both very complex individuals. I think both of these guys have exploited the same demographic and they're relatively the same person, but I feel like in terms of the general things that make them who they are, those are very different. I think their motivations are the same, but I think innately they're different kinds of people. That's what I think, dude. That's what I think.
So you may disagree with some of our sexual proclivities, but believe me.
But Tate's doing the same stuff, shorty. That's how I got rich, right? Cam girls. So Lena's a cam girl, so I don't understand what the problem would be.
Me and Andrew Tate, we're victims of the same struggle. Shout out to Tupac.
And I think once you get to a certain level of fame and influence, every single man's going to be hit with this. I mean, the reason Aiden hasn't been hit by it is because it's just so unbelievable. Everyone
I
knows
have.
Aiden's fucking full of shit.
I literally have, though, bro. I got canceled like 30 times, bro. 30 times.
For hanging around with chicks? They said you like had sex with a girl or whatever. You got sexual
No,
assault.
nothing like that. Thank God I
That's
haven't had
exactly
that.
what I mean. Yeah, because everyone knows you're not getting laid, so that's fine. But when you're an actually high status male, it's
What the
pretty clear
fuck? Why you
that
shit?
happens.
Whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. Cool.
And so it can't be true.
Say again. Sorry.
I know
Trans girls.
I know girls who have fucked Aiden, so I don't think that's totally true.
What? How do you know this?
I know all about you, Aiden.
Yeah, that reminds me of when I used to be young in school, bro. And then somebody comes up to you talking about, like, you're supposed to be asking a girl out. And then one of her friends come up to talking about, now we know about you. And you just know, it's a wrap. When you don't know whether, to be fair, sometimes, bro, girls used to be dumb in high school, bro. So they'll probably still date you. But you sweating at that point. You think just, they got me. They got, oh, damn, dog. I didn't even get through the door. I didn't even get through the door.
Bro, hey. What is this,
He's
bro?
out. I know like 10 trans chicks that Aiden fucked.
Alright, see, now people are gonna believe that shit. It's not true at all. Come on, bro. You know it's not true.
Aiden.
Just kidding.
And
Whoa, it didn't got rimmed? What are you talking about? Whoa.
Andrew, I swear to God, I've never fucked a trans girl before. All my life, and I never will.
Let me tell
What if he's ate this?
Let me tell you all a story. When I was about 25, I was living in Thailand. And I must be the only man who lived in Thailand because I was fighting. So I lived there for 2 years. And I lived there, and I must be the only man who lived in Thailand. I've never paid for sex, never slept with a prostitute, none of the weird shit. So I'm living in Thailand, and I had this Russian girlfriend, and then she went back to Russia, and I was a bit lonely, and I thought, okay, I'm going to try and get myself a new girlfriend. And by coincidence, the same day, I met this beautiful Swedish girl, and she was backpacking. And I met her, and I went up to her and started saying hello, blah, blah, blah. We agreed to go for a drink that night. After talking to her, I was walking home, and as I was walking, this transsexual, who must have been about 55, 56, had a couple teeth missing, some man, clearly a man, I don't want to, misgender, clearly a man, but was a transsexual, was walking across the road from her. You have a big dick!
What the fuck?
Yeah! That's what they're saying about me too, bro. I just dropped that sling on the table like. You walking, you waddling. Oh, damn, man. I need the special seats, man. You got the cushions? You got the cushions? I need the cushions, bro. I'm saying gotta sit with my leg up.
And I looked back at this transsexual and thought, well, I'll take the compliment. And I said, yes, that's true. Thank you very much. And I continued on my walk. That was the end of the story. Until 9 o'clock rolls around, I get on my motorcycle, I go down to this bar to meet this Swedish girl. I'm sitting there, I get drinks on the table. She turns up 20 minutes late, and I'm sitting there with the Swedish girl. And after an hour and a half of drinking and enjoying,
Switch your current account to NatWest
Well, where is
and
the
move
story
back
going?
a
I'm
dreamy
about to
200 pounds
skip
in just 7 sleeps. All
enjoying each other's company. I'd already kissed her twice. I was due to go back to her house because my house was a dump and she had more money than me. And we're going to go and stay at hers. When the transsexual walks in the bar, and in front of the entire bar, she walks in and points to me across the bar and goes, "Dick!" And the entire bar stops
What did
and
you
looks,
say?
Big dick. She said big dick.
and the entire bar stops and looks at her, the old transsexual with missing teeth, and then looks at me. And I tried to explain for the following 10 minutes to this Swedish girl that I've never slept with this person. I don't know why she says I have a big dick, and I've never been with her, and I don't know, and I just saw her on the street, and she didn't believe me. She went toilet and never returned. That's a story from when my lonely night in Thailand. That's true, and it completely happened.
You never give a ladyboy a shot?
I've never given a ladyboy a shot, no. Am I missing out, Adam?
I haven't done it either, but I went out to Thailand when I was...
All right, let's get into it.
Correct? Lena?
Lena, yes.
Lena, do you think that you have an emotional attachment to this man now, or like you literally wouldn't care what happened to him? Let's say, heaven forbid, something, I don't know, he got locked up and went to jail or something? Like, would you care, or would you literally have zero interest in him as an individual?
Feel for him as I would feel for like almost anyone I'd ever met who went to jail, but like, no offense, Jason, I see you as like a male sex doll. Like, you were just
No emotional attachment to him whatsoever?
no. This is where I have my emotional attachment.
Okay, well then, if you're capable.
That's not what he wanted to say. He wanted to say lies. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. But I do feel like that's true. I do feel like she has an emotional connection with bro, right? I do generally feel like she has an emotional connection to him, right? I just feel like it's not strong enough. You know?
Well, of keeping that divide, then I'm not here to insult you. And the reason I don't insult
He's
people, I also
nerfed.
want to make
He's
this
nerfed,
very
Jack.
clear,
He's
because
nerfed.
I'm at the 10-minute mark, but I'm gonna go 15 for this video, yo.
I'm kidding.
maybe it's just the life I've lived. But I think the internet has fucked the world up. And I think one of the ways it's messed the world up is that everybody's constantly running their mouths. And the world I'm from and the life I've lived, if you insult somebody, it's you have to be prepared to defend that opinion. And I know people who have run their mouths and then have getting shot for it. And I don't like to sit around and insult people unless I have a genuine beef with them. So I'm not here to judge you or your life. I can just say that it's not something I would personally do. But if you feel like you have no emotional attachment to the guy, I think
It was a massive, anticlimax. I thought there'd be more smoke. Seems like everybody's taking the high road. Yeah.
that's a good thing.
But if everybody's taking the high road, that means the low road ain't got no traffic. I'm going crazy. Use a bum. Use a cut. I'm just...
I think your heart should be in one place.
Andrew,
And that's all I'm going to say.
Objectively, you could
A bum. The only person, even the mannequin got more money than me in this video. The mannequin definitely got more money than me. I don't know why it's a bum.
definitely beat the shit out of me, but one time I was hanging out with the UFC fighter Donald Cowboy Cerrone, and he pulled up some old Andrew Tate kickboxing matches and was showing me them and did a pretty good job of making the point of this guy can't fight, which
Now, let me explain from my perspective what I think's happened here. I think Adam came into this thinking it's going to be smoke. I'm going to get views off of this, and that's the mindset I've come with. Aiden thought he was going to get controversy. Andrew Tate said, no, not doing that. It's going to be a cool conversation. And Adam just said, no. 2. He said, nah, we're gonna make something crack. He said, oh, yeah, you didn't want to come with me? All right, say, look, you can't scrap, homie. You ain't got no hands. You ain't got no paws, baby. Nah, none of those, Nick. I don't want to do that. Why'd I do that? Come on, y'all. Let's play the video.
I am not in a position to judge, but I have had that experience where a former UFC champion has basically told me about what a bitch you are, which I don't agree with. I'm a fan of the Top G. I like everything that you're doing out here, but I think you and Donald...
Everyone's confused. Andrew Tate was going because they're coming at him. Aiden's been like, but when did he get here? He was just bigging you up and saying it's not his life choice. Like, that's crazy. I know it's gonna go up now. And if it
Cerrone
doesn't,
to settle this in the
crazy.
square.
What's your response?
Well, that's the thing about fighting, right? The thing about fighting as a sport is that everybody who watches it goes, this guy can't fight, or everyone at home who's never even fought says this guy can't fight, or the other fighters say this guy can't fight, which is why as a fighter you constantly feel like you have something to prove. Even if you win 100 fights in a row, there's always going to be someone out there who says you can't fight. I'd like to think that my record stands for itself. I've had 88 fights. I've had a bunch of fights, a 4-time world champion. I fought a bunch of rules, including MMA, and I did my very best, and I won a bunch of titles and made some money and beat a bunch of people. And
There you go, bro.
of course, there's always going to be someone who watches me and says I can.
What? Is nah. Is looking like looking at him. What's his name again? Andrew?
fight. There's a bunch of videos that say I can, and
I'm watching a lot of Andrew Schultz too, so that just confused me.
there's the odd idiot who says I can't. But I'm very happy with who I am in my career and what I've achieved, and I'm very confident in my abilities. So it is what it is. And as for Cerrone, I've heard of him. Didn't McGregor
We've created the best currency the world
Here's the get
has
back.
ever known.
Here's the get back.
finish him pretty quick?
Wait,
I
Chad,
believe
is he
so.
a good
I'm
fighter?
not
Yes or no?
100% sure. But either way, we need to settle that score at some point. I just want to throw that out there. But
No, I don't know if we do. I don't know if I need, because this is something I want to make clear as well. I don't know if I need beef with people on the internet. I see a lot of this. I see a lot of people constantly beefing each other and all these arguments, etc. I don't need any of those things. I'm fighting against the judicial system. I'm fighting against the most powerful people in the world trying to silence me. I have enough battles in my life. I don't have time to be fucking tweet beefing with some dude. If he has a problem with me,
Alright. And you sidestepped that beautifully. Beautifully. Almost felt like a fight. Slipped it. Caught him with the next one.
with your
Oh.
well, I can give you my opinion on why I wouldn't ever do it. And I think the reason I wouldn't ever do it is because I believe that a man and a woman have a connection between them. And I think that connection is solidified by sexual exclusivity from the female's part. And I believe there's an energy cord between. And I think that once that's broken with another man, I do believe there's a degree of the connection which is damaged. And I think that when the relationship is good, perhaps you will not feel it. But when the relationship is bad, or when arguments start to happen, or you start to get on each other's nerves,
few hours. But it
Alright, we
doesn't
back.
seem like you have
We back. Let's go. I had to go back because it just went off.
as much of a real like moral issue with the act itself.
Oh.
well, I can give you my opinion on why I wouldn't ever do it. And I think the reason I wouldn't ever do it is because I believe that a man and a woman have a connection between them. And I think that connection is solidified by sexual exclusivity from the female.
Anyways, go on.
Male's part, and I believe there's an energy cord between. And I think that once that's broken with another man, I do believe there's a degree of the connection which is damaged. And I think that when the relationship is good, perhaps
And in simple terms, just in layman's terms, I'm not a cuck. You know?
you will not feel it. But when the relationship is bad, or when arguments start to happen, or you start to get on each other's nerves, you might notice a slight difference in behavior, because I do also think that once the seal has been broken, I'll give you an example. The 4-minute mile was
Bro.
impossible to achieve, they believed, until one man ran the 4-minute mile, and then a bunch of people ran the 4-minute mile.
true.
So once the seal's been broken, for example, let's say your wife's sleeping with another man, the idea of sleeping with another man is not as intimidating as it once was. And perhaps the idea of sitting through an argument or sitting through a rough patch in a relationship and continuing to try to work it out, as opposed to just jumping on a new man, it might be less appealing than it once was previously. So I believe, personally, if my woman had already slept with another man, she's more likely to just give up on the relationship and sleep with another man again in a rough patch. That's my personal view.
Facts, Chad.
Say again?
Why would I mean, I've never cheated on you, like, even in the lowest terms of cheating, like responding to a DM from somebody or anything. Like, I've never done any of that. Everything in our relationship has been out in the
But it's a slippery slope, right?
open.
That doesn't matter. I feel like you don't get to say, I'm extremely loyal in the DMs and on Instagram, and I'm extremely loyal. I've never whooped you, but I let this man ragdoll me. I'm trying to be open-minded. Hey, I'm trying. I'm trying really hard, but I just can't wrap my head around it, man. I can't, and this is something I don't stand by, bro. That's just what it is, bro. Either way, man, look, that's the end of this video, bro. I'm on 18 minutes. I'm way over, bro. Y'all gonna hate me, bro. This video probably got 5 views, bro. Like, y'all don't know why this, bro. But yeah, it's out there. For y'all that didn't want to see this, I did it. There was another video saying how much she might have made, but man, it's 18 minutes. I'm not gonna do it with this video, bro. I'll do it with the next one. Either way, I love y'all boys and girls. Stay up. Make sure you're drinking water. And yeah, man. If you're caring about yourselves, and having a good week. And if you love something, stay consistent at it. You know the vibe. I never know where to look, here or here. But let me try here. It feels so weird. But yeah. Until the next video, I say this is like I give this like a 3. Like, wasn't